So, my question for you, Jack, is you're lost in a mountain range, middle of a mountain range, say the middle of the Rocky Mountains, there's nothing nowhere nearby in
Middle of the
terms of a
Rockies.
village.
Okay, that was a question
Yeah,
I was going to ask you. Okay,
middle of the
that's cool.
Rockies, no village nearby. What do you do?
I use the SOS safety feature on my phone to call in some backup, and I find some shelter.
You're boring as shit.
So yeah, give me some more context. Give me situational context here.
Okay.
Not how I
So
got there,
where
but
are you?
where am I and what have I got with me?
Okay. I would say a survival pack, a pack that you can come up with, that you could make now out the stuff that
Hmm.
you have in your house. So not one of you're not allowed to buy anything. You are in a forest on the mountain range, so you have access to trees. Um, you haven't. There will be water nearby, but you've got to find it. But also, there's wild animals that can eat you, and you have to survive for. You're going to have to walk maybe 200 kilometers to the nearest town.
Well, the advice that everybody gives is make shelter, stay put until you get found. So
Mm-hmm.
that is literally that is the unsexiest, but that is what the survival advice is when you're stuck anywhere. So I would
Mm-hmm.
build shelter. Um, I would make sure the water's good. I would forage for food, and I would just light a big ass fire that got a lot of smoke on the go, so people would know where to find me as well. And that's a really boring answer, but it's the best way to survive. So shelter would be
Mm-hmm.
priority. Shelter and water would be priority. Food would be very close second on that list, and then yeah, lighting a fire for warmth and for signaling.
There you go. Happy days done. I'll say I didn't really have much else for that one.
What would you do?
What would I do? I mean, probably the same thing because that
Yeah.
sounds really smart.
But so
Yeah.
the only reason I was able to come up with that answer so quick, because just for preface, I didn't know what this was going to be until literally we started recording. The only way I know that is because I was been watching Bear Grylls recently, and that's exactly what he said. It's like what we're doing here when I'm with these people trying to get them from A to B. That is not what you should do in this scenario. You should find shelter, stay put, and wait to be rescued. And I was like, okay,
Mm.
that's cool. But let's say that it was the apocalypse and you knew you weren't going to be rescued, then it would be a very different thing. So then you would have to find food and hike to somewhere, unless you were just happy living in the forest for the rest of your life because the world's gone to shit anyway. So
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? I think I'd be quite happy just bloody staying where I was in the
yeah,
as long
that's
as I
it.
knew there was enough food and water around. I probably wouldn't
Hmm.
bother going anywhere. The only thing I would need to do, what you probably would need to do, I was thinking about this, is unless you're really good at foraging and hunting, you might want to go to a shop to get a lot of seeds so you
That's a good
can
point.
create your own little veg patch,
Yeah.
in the woods.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. It's so funny you should say that. I was walking Mars yesterday, and I was walking past all these hedges, and there was the blackberries were all out, and I was like, oh god, yeah, they look quite nice. And well, actually, no, I wasn't. No, sorry, some of them look quite nice, but a lot of them are drying out already. I think we're going to have a second batch this year. And I was looking at all the other berries, and I was like, I wonder how hungry I would have to be to work out if these were poisonous or not, because I actually don't know with some of them.
Mm.
So it's like, when do you get to that point where you start to try new shit? That's the one thing that's always fascinated me about human evolution with food. At some point, people have worked out what mushrooms do to you, and some people are going to have had some freaking crazy stories to tell or died along the way of,
Yeah,
of that
and I
discovery.
think
So, yeah.
quite a lot of them will kill you as well, won't they?
Yeah.
In terms of mushrooms, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'd love to do like a proper foraging, like what you can and can't eat, like
Mm.
course, and figure that out.